So it's been like a week since the last video went live, and this is the first time I've been in the world since. It's weird. My sensitivity feels off. Everything feels off. It's really weird. But yeah, if you guys missed it, I finished this build project in the last episode, and after that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Because since like the start of Season 3, the whole goal and the whole main plan was to get to that point, last episode. To get to the point where I finished the Wither Volcano, I finished the Frozen Fortress, and the Sacred Isle. All three of them, the three giants, were complete. That was the main goal that I've had. And so, past that, I haven't really been sure what I want to do. And on top of that, I was pretty demotivated because the video where I finished one of my coolest build projects ended up being a 9 out of 10 in the YouTube studio. And for those of you guys who don't know anything about YouTube analytics, what that means is it's basically YouTube looking you in the eyes saying, your video sucked, you suck ass, and then spitting in your face. That's basically what a 9 out of 10 means. And what the fuck is it? Wait, what's with the language? What? Where do I switch the language? What? Oh. I remember why my language is switched to Shakespearean English. Don't ask, okay? Don't ask why my language was in Shakespearean English. It's a long story. But yeah, all of these shulker boxes over here are ones that I moved from the Wither Volcano. There were some extra ones here, but I mixed them together with other shulker boxes so I can make room because I didn't have any other empty shulker boxes. And you might be wondering why I'm not moving any of it into the storage room downstairs. That is actually because big changes are coming to the spawn chunks. This entire spawn chunks island is going to be changing a lot over the next few episodes. It won't even look the same because I have big things planned. Vaguely planned. I just thought of it 20 minutes ago, so I'm going with it. I've decided I want this place to be a whole kind of civilization. I don't want it to just be, oh, there's some farms over there, and here's a castle I live in. No, what's going to happen, there's going to be an absolute gargantuan castle spanning across this island. Maybe it might be more of a fortress, because I want this to kind of, in the lore of my world, I want this to kind of be where humans were keeping the dragon egg secured. And this is where they would be hiding it, in the depths of the fortress. Then I want this whole island to be a crowded, lively village. I want to turn this area into a village. So, yeah. We're going to start mapping out where stuff is going to go. And then we're finally going to finish this castle. Just kidding. We're not finishing this castle. This castle is not getting finished, and you will see why later this episode. That is one very lonely cow. So yeah, I'm not one for medieval cities and building kind of medieval houses and such. I am into the castle part of it. I'm sure that's pretty obvious. But just in terms of actually just going through, planning out villages and cities and building them, I'm not too into it. So I'm going to try this out. This is going to be the first time in probably over 2 years that I've tried to make like a medieval city. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to get some stone to mark out the paths, and then we can start marking out some of the buildings as well. And don't worry, Lonely Cow here is going to stay. I will not harm Lonely Cow. So this kind of weird mound thing gives me an idea. I kind of think I want like a swirling little stone thing, and then like a wizard tower, you know? And then that could be like the city's wizard. Because, you know, every city has a wizard. At least my city does. So, I mean, I guess I kind of have to start getting rid of some of the stuff we built here back in, like, episode 9 or something. This is kind of sad. Alright, I'm over it. That's enough being sad. So, along here, we could have, like, the path kind of curl up around this almost mountain-like thing. And then up at the top, there's a wizard tower. That's a pretty cool idea. I think I like that. And also, I think I'm going to convert this little sticky-outy bit into a dock. So, that's what that's going to be. I'm starting to realize, last episode I said we weren't just going to jump into a new big build project. But I guess this is just a new big build project. I didn't intend for the project to become so big. I just was thinking, okay, we build a couple things in spawn chunks. And now here I am building an entire city with a giant fortress. I forgot how funny the screaming goats are. So I think those are kind of the main roads done. We got the one that goes way over to that end. We got one that goes over there. And then it can kind of meet up here. Yeah. Well, maybe. Because I want to make an actual home for all the villagers. You know, the ones that are just still trapped underground. So, uh, I'll leave that for now, but there's probably going to be a big building here of some sorts for the villagers. And then I think what I'm going to do with this sandy area is I'm going to kind of dry up this part of the water here, and I'm going to make this like a big open plaza, and then there'll be a giant kind of bridge here that leads up to the main fortress castle thingy. However, before I get on to the rest of the city planning, there's something we gotta do. First, let us relocate the other Katniss bows to somewhere else. The first two we ever had. Temporarily, we're going to set them here and here. I think that's a cool little spot for them. That would be really awkward if this bow had wonder ability and it just broke when I did that. There we go. I think I actually like that more. I might keep those there indefinitely. Jesus Christ. Okay. I didn't realize the brewing stands were one hit. Oh god, I'm stuck in a ghost block now. So you might be wondering what I'm doing cleaning out a lot of this area. I'm gonna show you in the form of a time lapse. So, take one last look at this castle before it is gone forever. Well, isn't that a strange sight? Oh, that's really a strange sight. Why do the chests disappear, but the item frames... Whatever. It's quite laggy here right now because of all the objects. But as you can see, it's gone. The original spawn island has been exposed again. Granted, the spawn island looks a lot different from when we began this world, but it's the spawn island all the same. I think I spawned, like, right here. I think this is the exact spot. Now, I realize a lot of you guys are going to be upset that I destroyed the kind of starter base. It was a bit late for a starter base, but the home that we've lived in for so long. But with the plans I've had for spawn chunks, it needs to go. It needed to go. And don't worry, I have made backups of the world. I made one right before I destroyed the castle. So I can always load up another backup. I even have a copy of the world right now that I used for Wither Volcano testing, and that has the castle in it. So it's not like we're never going to see it again. I can still go into worlds and see it through backups and such. But I never planned for this castle to be permanent. It just took me forever to get around to actually doing stuff at spawn chunks. And so, of course, we're going to be living inside the main fortress on this island once it's completed. And then any other farms and stuff will be kind of on this side, most likely, inside the different houses. So let's get on to finishing the rest of the planning process of these here spawn chunks. Alright, so, bit of a progress update. As you can see, I have this little quadrant done. It's a little bit messy and hard to realize what's going on, but again, it's just the wall marks out where a building will be, and then I made, like, a smaller path that goes here, and then, like, a bit of an alleyway between these buildings here. There'll be, like, a little staircase down into this little alley back here, and then there'll probably be another alley that comes back through here and connects to a second-story entrance to this building. Now, from my very little experience I've had with medieval city building, small buildings like this are hard to design. So I'll probably end up connecting some together. Like, these two might become one. These two might become one. It just depends. But, I don't know what that building is going to be, but I just want something kind of different and big apart from the others. But yeah, so there'll be, like, second story and first story entrances. So, like, there might be a little path that comes up here, and you can enter through here. But then up top here, there's an entrance that comes up to the second story. And I really like this idea. I really want to make a giant city. Like this is really... I'm only just starting to comprehend just how big this actually is if I'm to fill up the whole island. Obviously, I don't think it's all going to be city. There might be, like, a park over here or something, you know? So it's not all going to be buildings, and there's going to be some big, like, giant buildings too. Like, back here, I'm thinking there's going to be some great kind of hall. I don't know if that's the right way to explain it. But I want a massive area for all my villagers, because I don't have many, and I really need to get more, because my raid farm is going to be torn down and not rebuilt at all because it stopped working. Like, the last time I used it, some of the evokers were able to spawn vexes, so I'm afraid to use it now. So I'm going to need to find some sort of way to make a bunch of emeralds through trading, which I'll most likely trade iron, since we all know I have a ton of that. Which means I'm going to need a building for some sort of villager breeder, and then a way to convert them into zombie villagers and cure them, and then put them into the villager hall. So I'm thinking here, I'm gonna actually make like a big sort of... I think I'll make it like a bank. Like, we'll have a massive bank here, but it's really just a villager trading hall disguised. We can have like a basement and stuff. So I'm probably gonna cut this path short and make a giant building here, and then I'll get on to more of this region here. So I'm gonna start building that up now. Alright, got another update. So as you can see, I've done some more work around this area. That is the markings for the kind of bank. I might make it longer, so I'm not messing with this end over here anymore. I'm really liking the idea of the island just being completely covered. Like, no palm trees or anything remaining. So, it's kind of weird how we've lived in this area that I think we kind of finished working on spawn chunks around episode 12 or something. And now we're just completely tearing it all down and building something new. Which, what I'm doing here is basically what I was going to do with the Grand Castle. I was going to have like a massive city outside the Grand Castle, but I probably won't do that anytime soon now. Just because when I'm working on this, I won't want to immediately jump into another medieval city build. I'll want to do something else. More the kind of thing I'm used to. Big, dumb stuff that are really cool, you know. But I will probably try and finish the Grand Castle before episode 50. The actual castle I want to have finished by episode 50. So let's jump into more progress. I'm going to try to finish like the entirety of this part of the island here. I'll probably cut it off. I think I'll cut it off around here. That's not what I meant to do. I didn't realize I was holding a shovel. But I probably won't build in this area at all because, again, I want the docks here, so I don't know how it's going to work with that. But kind of past this point here, I'll make some buildings, and then I'll kind of try and fix up this area. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do behind the bank and such, so probably like the side of the bank to over here. I'll try and mark stuff out. So let's get to work on that. Okay, I ended up doing a lot less work than I originally said I would, because I've gotten a few ideas. So you notice in the terrain here, there's like a bit of a dip down here, right? And I've been thinking maybe I could customize the terrain to kind of make it like a bridge that goes across, and then maybe make like a moat and make this part like its own little separate island, and then we could have like a lighthouse for the dock. I think I like that idea. And then because of that, I don't know what I'm going to be doing down here, though I did make some of the buildings leading up to the area over there, as you can see. I made this little road, and I attached some buildings to it, and then there's another little street here, and there's going to be like a guard tower here, but again, I don't know how it's going to work with the dock and everything, so I don't know if I want to put anything down along the coast here. You'll also notice I didn't go any further back beside the bank, because again, I do want there to be some sort of like courtyard, almost like park, directly next to it, like a little kind of gardeny area. And as for the stuff behind it, I feel like since it's a giant bank for this island, there should be stuff behind the bank. Like, I feel like there should be more to the bank, extra buildings and stuff. So I'm saving the room back there for that. So I don't know what we're gonna do next. I assume I guess we just start on some buildings. Let's gather some supplies for that. I think it looks good. Yeah, I think it does. That is another house done here, and I don't know how much I like it. Uh, it looks good, I think. The design for like for the bottom floor especially. I love this design I've made here for the bottom. It looks really nice. But I'm just not sure about the roof. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I like it. I'll keep it for now. I'll see what you guys think, and like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be working with plenty of medieval houses through this, so we'll have time to figure it all out. And then for an interior, if I come on in here, very tight, very cramped, but we got the room for stuff. And then up here, you can come out to this little balcony kind of thing. You can even get up onto the roof from here. But I think that's enough for house building today, mainly because it's been, 10 days since I uploaded a video. So, I kind of need to get this video out. Actually, I want to see what shaders look like with this. I want to see how the shaders look with these new buildings I've made. Whoa. I love these shaders. Oh, the motion blur too. 30 FPS. So this area of the world is very laggy, so my FPS tanks when I turn on shaders. But this looks pretty cool. So last episode, for no particular reason, I wanted to kill the dragon 20 times in total. Because I'm not working on any secret projects or anything, definitely not. But I believe we have to kill the dragon 9 more times before I've gotten all of the end gateways. So we're gonna go kill the dragon a few more times. Bye, Enderman. Holy shit. Being a lot more careful this time, keeping my distance. There we go. He's dead. Goodbye. That was easy. 13 dragons down, 7 to go. Oh, that snipe. Oh my god, my accuracy is ridiculous. I'm so good at this game. There we go. Yay. What? Oh, I just wasted an end crystal. You're supposed to be able to do it with... I thought for some reason you needed to do it with 5, and I was short 4 crystals, so I tried to spawn it with 3, but it doesn't work anymore. Thank you. Thank you. I'll save the other dragons for next episode, probably. So yeah, next episode, we'll probably be doing a lot more work here. We're gonna try to get a lot of buildings done next episode, I think. I'm really enjoying playing right now. So if I spend like a week just doing work here, I could probably get a good majority of these buildings done next episode. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this stuff, because I need feedback. But I think I'm going to leave this episode here, so thank you all for watching this episode of Minecraft Hardcore. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like to let me know, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from the series and content similar to this. See you guys next time.